welcome to another episode of KJ Sports Talk, where we talk sports all day, every day. And today will be finally part one of my top 10 tight ends in the league. But before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to leave your comments down below. I will reply to them, but let's get right into the video. So today, part one of my top 10 tight ends in the NFL today. Now, I know a lot of people look at the wide receivers, sometimes even the running back, depending on who it is. Me, personally, the tight end is a quarterback's best friend. Me, personally, tight end is like the main target that the quarterback can depend on and count on, in my opinion. So, tight ends are very important in the sport of football. And over the years, we've had some of the best quarterback and tight end combinations. Ask Tony Romo when he had Jason Witten, Peyton Manning, Dallas Clark, just to name a few. But today we will get into part one of my top 10 of tight ends. And we will be starting with 10 through 6 or 6 through 10, however you want to put it. So let's get into the countdown. So number 10, I'm going to go with Los Angeles Charger Hunter Henry. Last season, Hunter Henry had over 50 receptions, 652 yards on 5 touchdowns. However, he did miss 4 games due to injury. And the season before that, in 2018, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he missed the whole season with a torn ACL. So we all know how I am about availability when it comes to ranking these players in this top 10. Availability is very important to me, and he's had some injury issues lately. So that's why I decided to put him at number 10. But even after missing 4 games, still gave you 5 touchdowns, over 600 yards. So he's a good target for the San Diego Chargers. So Hunter Henry, number 10. Number 9 will be the Rams tight end Tyler Higbee. Last season, 69 receptions, 743 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Didn't really get into the end zone as much as he probably could have, but you gotta, when you're looking at the Rams, you have to look at all of the weapons they have on that team. You gotta look at that. You gotta look at all the weapons that at wide receiver that they have. So it's not likely all the time that the tight end is gonna get that much of opportunity to make plays when you have that much talent around you at the wide receiver position. So even with that, he was still able to collect 69 receptions, over 700 yards. So Tyler Higbee, I put him at number 9. Number 8 will be Jared Cook. Last season, Jared Cook had 43 receptions, 700 yards, 9 touchdowns. Year before that, he had 68 receptions, 896 yards, 6 touchdowns. So his production did decline a little bit. It took a little bit of a dip, but I couldn't help to put Jared Cook in this list of my top 10 tight ends because my boy has been in the league for 12 years and he's still going hard. 12 years in the league and ain't showing no type of signs of letting up or retiring. However, 12 years in the league, he's still going hard. Over 700 yards, damn near double digits in touchdowns. He had 9, 43 receptions. Not as good as he did in 2018 when he was with Drew Brees and the Saints. But 12 years in the league, and he's still giving you good numbers. So can't even argue with that. Can't even argue with that. So Jared Cook, number 8. Number 7, I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns tight end Austin Hooper, who used to be a part of the Atlanta Falcons. Excuse me. But I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns Austin Hooper. Last season, my boy had 75 receptions, 787 yards, 6 touchdowns. Year before that, 71 receptions, 660 yards, 4 touchdowns. So his numbers, his production did increase a little bit, and which is kind of surprising when you think about it, because when you look at Atlanta and Cleveland, he had a better quarterback in Atlanta. He had a better coaching situation in Atlanta. So, and he had Julio Jones in Atlanta and Calvin Ridley. So, for you to put up that much production with them two at the wide receiver position, more power to you, brother. So then he comes to Cleveland, where you got Odell on one side, then you got Landry on the other side, and then you got the coaching problems that Cleveland had this past season, and was still able to rack up 75 receptions, 787 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So Austin Hooper, he does put up good numbers, and he did pretty good this past season, even with all the talent, even with the amount, the high amount of talent that they have in Cleveland. He was still able to produce. So, got to give him that. So, number 7, Austin Hooper. Number 6 will be Baltimore Ravens tight end Mark Andrews. Last year, 64 receptions, 852 yards, 10 touchdowns, which is a major increase from what he did back in 2018. 2018, my boy only had 34 receptions, 552 yards, only 3 touchdowns. So in almost every important category, he skyrocketed in almost in every important category. And we all know also, like I've been saying, all the weapons that Baltimore Ravens have. You got Marquise Brown, Mark Ingram, Lamar Jackson. That's a whole weapon within itself. And the way he's still able to produce is amazing on that team, and the way he was able to elevate his game from 2018 to 2019 was even better. So I got to give it up to Mark Andrews on that. So that's why I put him at number 6 of my top 10 tight ends in the league list. So there goes the part 1 of the countdown. Number 10, Hunter Henry. Number 9, Tyler Higbee. 8, Jared Cook. 7, Austin Hooper. 6, Mark Andrews. If y'all got y'all own list that y'all want to share, like I said, in the comments down below, please share however you listed these 5 players and where they are on your list. And I will see you on the next video when it comes to part 2 of my top 10 tight ends.
We're really glad that you're our friend, and this is a friendship that'll never ever end.